What's going on, guys? Cheesy here, and from the title, this is going to be 2 spawn peaks for every map, and I will be including shitty maps on this video. Yes, I will. I want to make this a series. I know I've made spawn peak videos in the past, but not like this. So, obviously, the first video we did 1 spawn peak for every map. Don't worry, this is not going to be the same spawn peaks I showed in this video. They will all be different. But this video is going to be 2 spawn peaks for every map. Another thing I want to say is this Friday I'm actually going on vacation. So I will be gone for 2 weeks, which means I will not be uploading for those 2 weeks, unfortunately, guys, which I'm very sorry about. I might record some pre-recorded videos that I can release, but it's only probably going to be one or 3 videos, 1, 2, or 3 videos. So, yeah, but that being said, let's get right into the video for you guys. Alright, so 2 spawn peaks. Obviously, our first map's going to be over here on Oregon. The first one I want to show you guys is just a real simple one. Jumping on this white van and instantly looking to our left towards over here. I got to shout out my friend for this one, KRN7. His YouTube link will be in the description. This is a super solid spawn peak because people do come from over here, and you could actually see the tip of their heads. So if they come over there, then we just start spraying them down, and I think it's just a really solid spawn peak. Another one's going to be on this van looking over here instead of to our left. But honestly, I gotta say looking towards the left is just a better alternative, in my opinion. Another one's going to be over here looking in towards dirt or construction. I'm just going to break this whole barricade as an example of this. So we could either look over here or over here whenever they're coming up. I prefer over here whenever they're going to be attacking this tower over here. And I just feel like it's a super solid spawn peak to catch any attackers off guard. But yeah, let's move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now we're over here on Clubhouse, over here in garage storage. We're going to want to just break a bit of this barricade off with our gun and look instantly over here. So this is actually where the attackers are going to come from. They can also come from over here, but mostly they're going to come from over here whenever we're defending cache. And I just feel like this is a super underrated spawn peak. I got killed from this yesterday, and it just completely caught me off guard. I looked at it, but I just couldn't see it because of like a little tiny chunk of it was missing. Yeah, I just feel like it's a super underrated spawn peak. But let's go over to pool table for our next spawn peak over here. It's gonna be just over here. Again, it's gonna be very similar to the last one over there in storage, but we're gonna break a bit of this barricade, and we're gonna just be looking over here as well as over here. And I just feel like this is a super solid spawn peak. Just a bit of the chunk on. It's gonna be hard for the attackers to kill you. And we can also see the people's or the attackers' feet whenever looking down here. So if we see their feet, they're coming over here. We can just lay it out on them. And yeah, I feel like it's a super solid spawn peaks over here on Clubhouse. And yeah, let's move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now we're over here on reworked Consulate. Let's get right into it. So we're gonna be over here in catering room, and just like this, it's gonna be more of a run out. But I was just showing this as an example. We can just watch people whenever they're trying to repel. So this is more of a strategic type of spawn peak. So whenever we hear a repel, we can run out over here. Or if we hear it over here, we can run out over here. And also, we could also use cams, outside cams, just to get intel on where they are. They haven't broken them yet, and we can just run out on them. And this is pretty underrated run out, and I just think it's super solid. But yeah, I'm actually going to cut to our next one, just because it's kind of far away, so see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, now we're over here in Visa. This is going to be a real simple one. We're just going to want to shoot out some of this barricade, just like this. Shoot out the glass if we need to. And we're going to be directly looking over towards here. People do come from over here. The spawn point, I think, is all the way in the back corner. But whenever they come from over here, we can actually just straight look at it through this barricade. And hopefully we're going to be able to catch them off guard with this. But yeah, let's move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on bank, we're going to come straight to electrical room. And we're just going to break a bit of this barricade. So whenever attackers are going to be running from over here, or over here, we're going to be able to catch them off guard. So if we don't hear a sound cue for over here, we're just going to instead look over here. But if we start hearing sound cues to our left, we're going to look over here instantly on the black R. Now, another way to spawn peek this for the second spawn peek I'm going to show on this map is going to be all the way up here. I feel like a lot of you guys know this one, which is going to be straight over here on square. We're going to break this barricade down, run out just like this, and hop on this. Obviously, I sort of messed it up. Show you guys again. We're going to run out, hop on it, and look over here next to the FBI truck or whatever. And I just feel like it's a super solid spawn peak. Mainly probably use this with Warden with the 1.5 or Thorn. Now that shit's 1.5. And yeah, let's move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on Kanal. So we're gonna want to come over to Museum, just on this door barricade. We're gonna want to break it down and instantly look to our right. So this is an underrated spawn peak. We might have to run out a bit for this one. Besides that, it's pretty underrated. I actually do not see a lot of people using this one, which honestly I don't know why. I just feel like this is a solid spawn peak. You know, might have to run out a bit, but you don't have to run out fully with getting You don't have to run out. You mean when you run out, you don't get fully exposed. Sorry. And I just feel like it's a super solid one over here. We can look over here, or we could look over here. Another way to spawn peek this area, which is where most attackers do indeed spawn, is going to be over here. In Lower Bridge, we're just going to destroy some of this barricade, just like so. And we can look out. And whenever someone crosses over here, let me get a ping on it quick. Over here, we can watch that. Another way, I think we should be able to get a better angle. Yep, just like breaking this side of it. Whenever someone runs over here, then we can get a better angle on it. And I just feel like it's super solid. But yeah, let's move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here on Chalet, we're gonna first one I'm gonna show you guys is gonna be over here in game room. So we're gonna want to break a bit of the game room window, and just like this, we're gonna want to peek out like this. Honestly, another basic spawn peek, we're gonna be wanting to look over here whenever attackers are crossing to maybe take this wall or take upstairs in library. And I just feel like it's a decent one. Basic, but decent. Another one. This is something I sort of just pulled out of my ass, I'm not gonna lie, but I have used it before. It's gonna be over here in Fireplace. We're gonna want to destroy Fireplace barricade, window barricade. And this is gonna be a run out. So whenever they're getting ready to take wall, if you want, you could look over here, or you could look over here. And honestly, I feel like it just depends on which cams you're going to want to be looking at. So if you want to look at this one, we see someone running down, instantly run out and look over here. Or, another basic one, if we look at this one and it hasn't been broken yet, then we're going to want to not run out over there and run out over here instead. But honestly, you're better off probably running out this way just because you get more of like, you see him first before you see these guys over here, so you don't get cut off. And yeah, so I prefer running out this way more than this way. But yeah, this is gonna be Chalet, and let's move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now over here in Cafe. So the first one I've shown this channel before, but for the new viewers out there, this is just too much of a classic not to show. And it's gonna be a window sit-in. So we're gonna want to obviously destroy this barricade in the prep phase. Make sure to destroy these little vases on top, and then the main key. My most viewed video, I used a shield, which no, do not do. Alright, make sure to break off some of this chair, just like so. And then we should be able to get a run prompt, just like that, and then fit in the window. And we're gonna want to instantly look over here. You might get a shot from over here, but I highly doubt it, honestly, before you see someone. So yeah, you're gonna probably see someone over here first. And once we kill that person, then get out just like that. But now, over here on our next one, it's going to actually be up here. So let me just come up top. It's going to be in here. So, once we get into Cocktail Balcony, or just Balcony, destroy some of this. We're going to want to wait a couple of seconds before running out and looking over here instantly. So if someone's over here, they're not going to expect us jumping out from this window barricade and start shooting at them from above. And I just feel like it's a super solid one. And yeah, let's move on to our next map. Okay, guys, now we are over here on Borders. So when we come over to Break Room, we want to destroy this barricade. And we're going to want to look over here. So a lot of attackers actually run up over here to attack South Balcony. And I just feel like it's a super easy way to catch them off guard. A little one-way. It's going to be really hard for the attackers to actually see you through this. If you want to get a little risky with it, you can actually run out just like this. But yeah, our second one is actually kind of far away, so I'm going to cut to that real quick. Okay, guys, over here, detention. So we're going to actually want to real quickly nade over here. And we're going to want to peek where this tank is. This is actually a really underrated spawn peek, I feel like. People are like, oh, this is going to be an expected one, but then when you get killed by it, it's not very expected. And I just feel like whenever attackers are running over here, then we can just start shooting. Maybe re-peek it if we wanted to, and hopefully get a pick. But once you get one pick, do not re-peek it. Try backing out, still look over here, and once we're out of this, then we can start running away. So do not get too risky with it. Only get one pick, unless two people are outside. One's right there, and then we flick with another person. But if that's not the case, we only get one pick to start backing out. And yeah, I just feel like it's a super underrated one. If you really want to, we can run out and look to our left. But yeah, that's going to be it for this map, and let's move on to our next one. Okay, guys, so now over here in Skyscraper. So we're going to want to come to the side entrance, destroy this whole door barricade. And we're going to want to look straight over here. So Skyscraper is kind of an interesting map just because I feel like a lot of people do not expect spawn peeks on this map unless you're jumping out from bathroom over there, which I showed in my previous one. But this one's pretty decent. You know, honestly, don't destroy the whole thing. I'm just destroying the whole thing just as an example, but shoot out just a bit of a barricade. Another way to approach this spawn peek is going to be over here. We're going to want to destroy some of this barricade and look from over here. Again, just super solid spawn peek. It's going to be pretty hard for the attackers to see you. Once you see them, then we can start spraying. But yeah, it's going to be Skyscraper. Let's move on to our next map. Okay guys, now over here in Coastline. So this is going to be actually a bit of a run out reception over here. So once we run out, there's these little things right here. So the attackers actually spawn way over there. And I prefer not to spray, just tap through these. And you will see people, and you are fully protected by the way, until like someone runs all the way over here, which like it's gonna take a while for them to. So, but let me recap this for you guys. So we're gonna want to run out just like this, instantly look between these, and start tapping to see if we can find people's heads. And you will be able to see the person if they're all the way over here. Just keep that in mind. But you know how it is. But yeah, I'm actually gonna cut to our next one because it's kind of far away. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay guys, now over here in office, this is gonna be an office spawn peek. So we're actually just gonna look straight over here. Make sure not to destroy the whole barricade, just for an example of destroying the whole barricade. But usually we're not gonna destroy it, we're just destroy a bit of it. Look over here, once someone's head peeks out, then we can start shooting at it. Or if their body peeks out over here, you don't feel comfortable only shooting at the head, then we can just start shooting their body and probably get that kill. I feel like it's gonna be hard for them to contest this. But yeah, it's gonna be Coastline Spawnpeeks, and let's move on to our next map. Okay guys, now we're over here on Themepark. So this first one's actually, you know what? Let me show you guys over here. So this first one's gonna be a jump out over on the balcony over here. So make sure to prep this window with barricade. And we're actually need camps for this one. So usually people are gonna be spawning over here and looking over here. So if we still have the cam on them, which we might have it, we're gonna want to jump out on them and instantly look down. If we don't have it and it's destroyed, we can now assume that they're running up, jump out of it, and then start spraying it. But yeah, I just feel like it's a super solid one over here. But yeah, let's move on to our next spawn peek on this map. I'm going to cut to it though. Okay guys, for our next one, it's going to be over here in arcade entrance, and we're going to destroy a bit of this barricade right here, and we're going to be looking out towards this area over here. So we might have a cam on this one by the time they're attacking it, but odds are we're not gonna. So we're gonna have to assume they're running towards over here. Once we see somebody, we start shooting them down. Again, only destroy a bit of the barricade for this one so they don't fully see you. But yeah, let's move on to our next map. Okay guys, now over here on Villa, which I would usually say is our last map, but it's not gonna be. So we're gonna be coming over here to Closet, not in the closet. Alright, don't make jokes in the comments for this one, but okay. But yeah, this is gonna be a run out C4, so we're gonna jump out, chuck a C4 down there, and it's supposed to land right about there. So this is gonna be a pretty solid one, but before we run out, wait, I would say 2 seconds, then we run out, throw that thing, and just let it go. And usually there will be someone there, and if we're lucky enough, we will get that kill. It's probably, I would say honestly, a 35% chance, not 45% chance that you're gonna get a kill, so it's basically 50-50 on it. But either way, I feel like it's still a solid chance. Another spawn peek for this one. So I guess now sort of spawn peek is gonna be more strategic. It's gonna be a window sit-in. We're gonna jump on the master bedroom and run onto this window. So obviously we can't really see anybody, but whenever someone is rappelling up. Oh my god, guys, 1 sec. Ignore this. Okay, wait, hold up. Okay, it is sort of difficult. Okay, make sure you get on this edge. But whenever someone's rappelling up, we still rappel. But then once they show their head, we start spraying it out. And I just feel like you're gonna obviously have the peeker's advantage. No one's gonna be looking towards you with drones or anything probably. And honestly, use Solus for this one just in case. But once, like, if they have no drones on you or anything, they have no idea what you're doing. Once they're rappelling up, we could instantly see their head and start beaming it. But yeah, that's gonna be Villa, and let's get on to our first. Okay guys, now over here on Outback, our first one's gonna be just over here in bike repair. So we're gonna be looking directly over here whenever someone crosses, then we're gonna start spraying them out. Again, only destroyed a bit of the barricade, so they barely can see you. And I just feel like it's a super solid one. But this next one, I did show in my shitty spawn peeks for shitty maps videos. It's actually going to be a C4, so keep running through hallway and to back entrance. So we're going to destroy this barricade. Wait a couple, wait like 2 seconds, I would say. We're going to run out, throw a C4 over the sign, and then let it go. Let me show you guys where it's going to land actually. It's going to land right over here probably. And yeah, it's going to catch them off guard, the attackers off guard, and I just think it's super solid. But yeah, let's move on to our next map. Okay guys, now over here on Emerald Plains, I hate this map so much that I'm actually only going to show one spawn peek, so I'm sorry to you guys, but I hate this map so much. It's so bad in my opinion. But over here in Pantry, I usually just make a couple bullet holes. I just destroyed the whole thing. Let me show you. I'm just going to destroy the whole thing. First of all, let me show you guys where the attackers are going to spawn. So they're going to be spawning way down over there. So hopefully we have our bullet hole set up. Let me show you guys. Got that. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Hopefully we have our bullet hole set up. We're gonna be waiting for our attackers to come through over there, and then we're gonna start spraying it, get a pick, and then dip out of pantry. Pretty solid spawn peak. It's gonna be really unexpected, but yeah. Let's move on to our next map. Okay, guys. Now over here on Stadium. So again, there's not many spawn peaks on this map. This map isn't that terrible, but just in this instance, I'm only gonna show one just because the limited spawn peaks on this map. So over here in service entrance, this is gonna be a 2-in-1 spawn peak. So we can either look over here or swing out towards this area where the whole glass window is. Yeah, and again, just pretty decent spawn peak, pretty basic. But if we hear audio cues over here, we can just keep watching it. But if we hear audio cues on our right, then we can swing out. Again, pretty solid. But that's gonna be all for Stadium, and let's move on to our final map. Okay, guys. Now over here on Nighthaven. Again, I'm only gonna show one for this map, just because there's not that many spawn peaks on these newer maps. But this is going to be a run out over here in electrical, so we're going to be wanting to use this specific cam over here in storage containers. This is going to be a run out, so make sure to prep your window barricade just like so. Once we see someone cross, or not even see someone cross, once it's destroyed or we get an audio key, instantly run out, look over the railing and peek them, and probably get 1 to 2 picks. Again, solid spawn peak. But yeah, this is going to be it for this video. Let's try aiming for, I'm going to say 50 likes on this video. I will make a part 3 for 3 spawn peaks on every map. And yeah. But again, I'm going to be out until like the 28th of this month. But until then, hopefully will have pre-recorded videos for you guys. But yeah, it's going to be me for today. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Love y'all. Peace out.